welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know I haven't posted in a while, but we still here. Basically, I'm just making an edit right now, and I just thought I could like record and show you guys my steps and everything. Right now, I just did my beats. By doing that, you just click on audio, and then click on your audio, and you can just scroll to beats and just add your beats every time you hear them. But now I'm just going to split my clips and see where I want everything. I'm just looking, but this is how everything looks. So now I'm gonna walk you guys through my velocity steps. I always like make the clips longer for velocity because if you don't do that, then it's just gonna be short and it's not gonna be long enough. And right here, this is where I always put the beats. I just remove everything and break it down to like right here. So this is 0.1x. That should be like what? 0.150, like half right here. So now you just listen to your beats and then you just add every time you hear one. And now you're gonna add one in the front and bring the second one up. And then you're gonna go ahead and add a third one right here next to the second one. And don't forget to have better quality on. And this is how it looks. And now I'm just gonna repeat the steps. And now at the end, if your clip is still long, then you just add one right here and another one at the other one at the end, you just bring that up. So now I'm checking, still too long. So I just bring it up as far as I need. And it doesn't mess up the velocity at all. It'll just speed it up at the end specifically. And yeah. Just make sure it's on beat and everything. And now I'm gonna repeat the steps for all 3 other clips. Alright, the velocity is all done. Now, I think I'm gonna like switch the clips around a little bit. Yeah. Because this clip, the way she's moving, it does affect the way the velocity turns out. So, right, like she's really still and only moving her hands, so the velocity turns out kind of choppy. But, I don't know. I just feel like when a person moves their entire body in their head, like she is, the velocity turns out smoother. But when the person doesn't move, then the velocity really doesn't turn out that good. That's why I only edit specific clips when the person is moving correctly. But now, I am going to add my black flashes. I do have a tutorial on that on TikTok, I think. But what I just did here is I put 1 keyframe in the middle, right where the beat is, and then 2 right here and right here. And in the middle one, I go back and I put the opacity on 0. And make sure it's fast enough. Like, for example, this one is faster than the first one, so we're going to go ahead and fix that. You just have to make them closer together, or closer to the middle ones. Yeah. I'm going to do that all throughout the edit, and I'm going to be right back. So I just added flashes to all the clips. Now I'm just going to do my transitions. I'm only going to use, let's see, I think I'm just going to use bounce distort right here. So yeah, I'm going to put that all throughout my video. Apply to all. And then, so I can get it smoother, I go and put on jelly 1. Yeah, and I adjust it, make it longer and stuff. It felt like I don't know why it's doing that. And it gets it really bouncy, you know? So yeah. Okay, I just added bounce distort, this right here, and jelly 1 to everything, and I copied and just placed them where they belong. So yeah, and on this last one right here, for the end, I added swoosh from out. This is how it looks. So yeah. Now I'm just gonna fix up the audio a little bit. Alright, now I'm going to add everything that I just add in the start of my edits. Sometimes I'll do this right here. I recently just started doing that, so I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna make it smaller. Smaller? This right here. Or actually, I might use 90s pixel. Yeah, I haven't used that in like a really long time, so I'm gonna add radial blur too for some blur, like right here. Okay, that's with the filter. And now I'm just going to add my panning. I always add camera movement. If you want like sample panning, not too much, then you just add camera movement. But if you want something more, then you can add flash bounce effect. It makes it like more bouncy and all, but you do have to adjust it. You can't just leave it like that. I put the intensity and then the glow. And also I'll leave that, but the blur, I use it for like motion blur a little bit, so I'll leave some blur in there. And I'm gonna adjust the camera movement effect. All the effects I have for now. 90s pixel and radial blur for the intro, and then camera movement and flash bounce for the entire edit. Now I'm gonna do my watermark. Well, no, my coloring first. Let's see. I always do HDR 2. It really gives it that AE look. I put that throughout the entire video. You do have to adjust it, of course, but I do have a tutorial for my coloring on my TikTok, so I'm not gonna it should look like this. So now I'm going to add God rays. It's something I've been recently adding against my edits. I stopped adding it for no reason, like, but yeah, this is a really good effect. It is really laggy right now, but this is how the coloring looks on each model that I'm editing. It looks pretty good, yeah. And for the final touch, I always add 4K. This effect right here from filters, that really cleans it up. It makes it even look more like After Effects. I don't know, but if it's really clean, it cleans it up for you, and it just looks better. And now I'm going to add my watermark. I just used text because I deleted my watermark. It was on accident, and I just have not been making, and I just don't feel like making a new one yet. I actually want to pay someone to make one for me, but we'll figure that out. I don't know. Just fade in, dissolve, like right here. I'll lower it down a little bit. But yeah, that's it, guys. yeah, that's basically my editing process. I always add the same effects. Sometimes if I want to do more, I'll do more. If I want to add stickers, I'll add stickers, but that's pretty much it on how I make my edits. I'll probably go make like a more in-depth tutorial, like walking you guys through every little step, because I feel like I didn't really do that on this video, but I will next time. But thank you guys for watching. Bye!